there he is, Charles. Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Connects with Guitars. I'm Don Pasola, apparently. Jeez Louise. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm betting you or not. Maybe. Not maybe? Maybe not. Possibly? Sure. If you're new, please subscribe, although I'm not sure why you'd want to. I got no, it says right here again, I got, you know the little Wi-Fi signal thing, Charles? Whole fucking show last night. 1 bar out of 3. And then we went off air, full bars. So, repeat performance, I got 1 bar. So, sorry if it's blurry. I haven't used the pipe in a minute, bunch. So anyways, let's get a roll call while I hack up both lungs. I have no producer tonight, so we'll figure out how we're going to do bad album covers. We can do it. I've done it before, I just have to remember how. First in the chat, we got Earl, what we drinking? I got Sprite. And to quote the late great Heavy D, the rapper Charles, I like the Sprite in you. Because remember for a while there, he did the Sprite commercials. He wore a white suit and sunglasses. And he's like, I like Sprite. It's like, well, you get paid to like Sprite. He's like, I like it anyway. So you're like, are you sure? And then we got Lee, that's L Bar J. And then Charles 75N. Ah, there he is, Charles. And then Zach. I was hanging out with Zach on Saturday. Channel members and patrons got an exclusive video out. More on that. Customer service day there at the Long and or McQuaid, and had a great time. Made a vlog video for, membership has privileges. Patronages have privileges too. If you want to see it, I suggest clicking that join button. Simple as that. There's Steve, Razor. Steve's here. Steve. I like Steve. Indiana Steve, I'd call him that. He says you can. I prefer you didn't, but you can. He's nice that way. There's Scott Sanders. Good to see you, Scott. They're all saying hi to each other and stuff. Dan Gorman then rolled in, and the Dastardly Dave. That's all the D's. I wonder if it's going to be a last night. We had both Marks show up at Mark's gas station and Mark Taft back-to-back, Charles. It was like alphabetical order and everything. I was like, wow, the M's showed up. So the D's today. There's Ferd Burfel. What's up, Ferd? Feeling kind of crap. You're just going to lurk. All right. Maybe I'll remember to play Mississippi Queen for you. Probably not, but I'll try. See you, Ed. There's Ed. Charles is familiar with Ed. It's his brother. He's like, why? And Ed, I appreciate the text. I do have a guest this Sunday. We have Aaron from Albus Band. I'll just announce it right here and now. I'm usually booked weeks in advance for guests, unless I'm not, but usually I am. But I appreciate the offer, my friend. We got Aaron going to be talking about what the band's been pretty busy. Plus, he's got some plans coming up too, so we're going to talk about that. Road trip. They're all talking to each other. There's Dave Chase. Great to see Dave, as always. Billy Baloney. Again, they're all talking to each other. Steve. There's Munch. Dastardly Dave, Billy Baloney. Arf is here. Wayne McConnell. Paul McNary. And assorted feline-shaped objects of sizes and shapes. By the way, Charles, last week, Hidden Object Game. Remember, like, Paul's there post-show? I counted 5 cats on screen at one point. It was like one of those Hidden Object games. How many cats do you see? I'm like, I don't know. Is this a sobriety test? Or, nope, I'm seeing a lot of cats. All right. That was interesting. They're all talking to each other, and then I went live. There's our music and law, Ryan Hall, y'all. There's Jim. I gotta play something for Jim, because Jim hit the virtual tip jar. You want to be cool like Jim, hit the virtual tip jar. I'm just saying. Be cool like Jim. Unfuckable Evil's here. I get to buy bread. Yay. So that's grocery money. The virtual tip jar is the grocery money. And Charles said earlier, he's like, why are you so excited about bread? I said, it's a heat wave. All right, Trev says, be right there. I think he woke up. And I said, well, it's a heat wave coming on, and I got no AC, so it's going to be a lot to sandwich. Ooh, if we get another virtual tip jar too, Charles, I can get cold meat to put in the bread. Right? So it's not like just cheese whiz sandwiches or peanut butter and jam. Although PB&J is, and some more lemonade because it's that time of year. I got concentrated pink lemonade I'm going to make tomorrow. There's Marcia Murray, who's neither Marcia nor Murray, but we like him anyways. I have to say that because Steve chuckles every time, Charles. He's easily amused, But he always a member, and he has privileges, and he asks, he likes those. There's Matt, slurking and driving. That's McCullum Music, who don't know. Matt with 1 T. All right? Safe travels, Matt. Hope to see you when you make it home. All right. Scrolling. People talking. Greetings. Salutations. There's Papa Blue. Good to see you. There's BC Rich 581. Always good to see Rob. Joe McGraw. Some Dave, dude. He's one of the Daves we know. Hello, it's Astley Dave. Rack Daddy is here. Awesome. I got trouble. I keep forgetting the trouble. It's just going in the background. Guitar Man 45, or as I affectionately call him, Oh. Charles is like, affectionately? Wow. What membership level gets affection? I don't know. Time Surf Naileon is here. Voted best avatar. There's Steve Cassidy guitar. Great to see Steve. I would like to have a free Thursday afternoon so a fella could catch Steve live. No. My sister always has something planned for Thursdays. Half the time, Charles, I get home, streamed 3 minutes ago. That's what I see. Streamed 3 minutes ago. They're all saying hey to each other. There's William De Silva. It's always great to see William. Bonkers is here. Awesome. Oh, I caught up. Now, I'm going to point out, it was pointed out that I made a comment about why it takes so long to do roll call during Guitar Safari, and it's never, ever Charles' fault. Well, it's his fault because he doesn't mute his co-host enough, but boy, that man goes on tangents. You mention a name, and it's like 13 minutes of tangent. And then you're like, I'm just trying to do roll call. I'm sociable that way. I like to. But it wasn't easy. It's getting painful at times, in fact. I'm just saying it. And now it's been said. And now we have 40 people watching. And I have limited bandwidth. Oh, what's this? Should you need a pic? I have pictures, Aaron. I have many pictures. I have pictures, Aaron. There he is there. Texting me during the show. I have lots of pictures. My favorite is our selfie with the misbehaving sign. And I may continue to use that forever. Because that pretty much summed up that entire trip. Plus, I do have several promo photos of both you and the band that you've sent me over the not too distant past. You haven't aged at all, so I can use the same ones. Rhodey's Jam Cave is here. Right? Well, we'll be talking about this coming Sunday. Find out what we're talking about with Misbehaving this Sunday. Aaron, me, here, hanging. It does take, right, Joe? Especially, he's like, I remember this time, Costa Rica, blah, blah. Whoa, easy. Yeah, well, what's my blame then, Aaron? You blame it on the baldness. All right. Bo sounds like he's committing blackmail, Charles, because all I see is I have pictures, too, and video as well. Like, ooh, kinky. Yeah. So there we are. So we got live Q&A. Hopefully you have some questions. I have some answers. Producer to the stars has arrived. So all is well. I don't have to remember on the fly how I did the thing with the thing. That's all good, folks. I'm going to play some songs. It was funny. It was 10 minutes before showtime, and I hadn't warmed up at all. And I said to Charles, I said, what guitar should I play tonight? And he says, what? Why don't you play the Red Gretsch? And I said, well, I've been playing it. It's good to go. Or no, he asked how it was. And I said, it's good to go. I've been playing it. But I played the Gretsch last week. And You know what, Trev? He gave me the same look that the Panda Cheese Panda gives someone. And I went, oh, okay. And I reached over and grabbed the red Gretsch. So we don't need Charles trash in the place. You remember now, Charles the Panda Cheese, right? With the music. Yeah, I almost heard the chilling music. Oh. So, yeah. So, hope everyone's doing well. Everyone survived the weekend. Well, at least 43 of you did. I can't say for the thousands... oh, the thousands of others that are subscribed. You got any HSS to play? I have an HSS. I don't know about playing it tonight. I haven't played it in a minute. Is it illegal to walk slowly with that shirt, t-shirt, or pants? I see what you mean. Yeah, they do it so I don't have to, Steve. That's how that works. All right, we're just gonna lean that right there. Hope we don't knock it off. About to toss his damn roadcaster in the garbage. Heard that about. And then, hey, Charles! I like that. That's a, wow. Squirrel! Thanks, Charles, for distracting Dave from his rage. I appreciate that. You saved a roadcaster, I'm pretty sure. You're not the first person to say that, Dave. There are others in the community that can help you with that. Who they are, I'm not sure. I would talk to someone whose channel uses a roadcaster. Keith, it's upstairs. You know it's upstairs. That's the living room guitar. Greasy Monkey Guitars is here. Yeah, if I had a heads up about the HSS, maybe, but I ain't tuning no Floyd Rose live on camera during a live stream. So I dialed in this, changed on the tremolo. Right? Zach, those hot dogs were, oh. I didn't even finish mine. This one goes out to my producer, Trav, because I remembered it, Trav. fun to do. I got one thing up, one down. Yeah, I'm a little warmed up. I think I pulled it out of tune. Let's recheck. Oh, you're a touch sharp. Cheeks himself. Was that Brandon? Good to see you, my friend. I saw it was it. Come on. Play it on a strap, but I'm playing it on a bridge. People watching, please hit the like if you haven't done it already, please. Did I say that? I don't know what I'm saying there. Shut up and play, and then less people will be watching. There's Mark Taft. Now the party started. The party starts now! Manitoba Wild Kingdom was the name of the band, Charles. That was the start of their single. They weren't even from Manitoba. They weren't even Canadian, in fact. They just liked the name. Manitoba Wild Kingdom. Can't fault the folks for it. I thought for a whole minute and a half they were Canadian. Then I found out they're not. No, you don't. But you're still not getting one. You can win one in absentia, but you still won't ever win one, Mike. Karma. That's fine. I don't know. We're up to 47 watching. I guess people are rolling in here. Who do we got? We got Mark in here. And Mark Spurgeon's here. Marcel LeBlanc. A whole bunch of M's. It's all the M's. All Can we get some feedback? Come on! You're so close. You want to. Need a little help? Nope. No feedback for you! Fine. Let's shake that thumb out. Shake that thumb out. Alright, what are we going to play next? Then I wrote... See, Arf got it. Good to see Arf in here. I like Arf. He cracks me up on occasion. Coming up shortly, we got Charles and do some bad album covers. And I'm just going to do some bad covers. See what I do there, Charles? Those who drink more, because the more you drink, the better I sound. What can we play that's not AC/DC or Queen? Well, we got the chorus turned up. I got sustain. moth for a guitar pick. It's a little soft. It's a little... Not great for pick slides at all. It's messy, in fact. It's very messy. Only one... You get one pick slide out of a moth at best. Mark's Gas Station's here. Trying to move on from AC. I got AC/DC on the head. Well, it's probably the Gretsch, that's why. How many times does Angus do that in the live turnaround where he's doing it already 8 times to begin with in the factory version? Cult. I think. What did we figure? What was that one? It's a fucking long search tonight, Charles. Brian finally made it half hour. He's really. That's just telling. He's here to see you. That's kind of obvious. He's just here. No, good to see you, Brian. That's love removal machine. You light up like Exodore, right? Ooh. Possibly one of my favorite secondary characters of all time in television was Exodore. Especially when he found religion after a while. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Wow. He was awesome. We can revisit that one night while high, Trev. Exodore clips. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's love removal machine right there. Speaking of love removal machines, I'm gonna welcome someone to the state. No, he's a love enhancement machine. He's like, you've been peeking again, Coombs. Hey, I'm not the one that sent me the link to the Nest Cam. What? He's just, this is all right. Warning, Bo. I'm gonna get louder. It's warning to all, but all right. I know I don't want that. Where's my audio? That's what I want. I don't know about the air. And there. And we're gonna bring to the stage our good friend Charles, host of Guitar Safari and Chatting with Charles.
Well, hello there.
I made it louder. There.
He's pressing all the buttons now.
All the buttons. I'm just, I figured it was. I don't know. I saw Tim Pierce do it once, and he seemed to know what he was doing.
He seems to know what he's doing.
I don't know. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
You survived Father's Day, I can see.
Yeah.
Got your monthly ear lowering.
Yeah, long overdue too.
Well,
It was getting kind of long. I was almost a Coombs there for a minute.
Really? Really? Yeah, well, it is Mark going, hey, Charles!
Hey, Mark.
Is he waving or giving you the finger? No, he's waving. He's like, hi! Hi!
The figure comes later when I don't deliver on the bad album covers.
Well, there's that. There we go. So, speaking of bad album covers, let's just get into it.
All right.
We got our good friend Trev here, producer to the stars, including me. We go like this, and then we go like this, and then we switch things around. We go like that. Matt made it home just in time. Oh, I figured as much, Matt.
That he did?
Matt, I hadn't seen you since Friday, in fact. So, the first is the Glory Gang. Nice Guys finish first.
None of those mentioned everything in shorts.
Like Glory and Gang in the same area. I'm just saying.
It's a whole different kind of album.
Well, see, Rob added the word that everyone's thinking. Race for the whole. Right. Wow.
Yeah.
I will say they look skinny enough to be runners. I was skinny like that once. Clearly 80s by the Adidas style shorts. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Who likes short shorts? We all wore short shorts in the 80s.
That's the only kind there were.
Right? If you had longer shorts, people like, what are you wearing? Capri pants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the full length tube socks. You gotta love it.
Well, that was the thing. The shorter the shorts, the higher the socks. You can only show so much leg. Now, which portion of leg you showed off, up to you. I'm more of a thigh guy than a calf guy. So I show off my thighs. Best tan lines ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have these bars? Were you catching sun behind a fence? Yeah. I did not know that Charles Ray. I don't
want to know what kind of music this is. Just don't.
I can only assume religious. These guys finish first. No, they don't. No, they don't. Rod and Todd. It's fucking Flanders. It reeks of Flanders, Charles. Desperate Guys finish first. Yeah.
I gotta tell you, the guy in the middle, the stripes and the cross.
Right. The guy, and he's like, the guy left. He's like, smell my finger. Oh, he's actually pointing out, this is where the logo should be. The typeset.
No,
you know what it is, Charles? This is actually the early photo that tells me, like me before the video start, and I go like this, just set the timestamp. Same thing.
But I thought he was checking wind speed and direction.
Or it's, who's ever been laid? One of them. Me? Just one. No. Your brother thinks you need this album, Charles. He's going to play it at your house, Ed. Next day he comes over, full blast.
That's right, and leave it there on your stereo.
And lock the case somehow. Like you can't turn it off.
It's on permanent repeat.
Yeah. Hardwired the power cable into the wall. Had my walk me through it. There's no outlet involved. As soon as you turn on the breaker, you're hearing this album.
Power's on, it's on.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next quality. Oh, boy. Monkeys a Go-Go. A little bit me, a little bit you. All right, that's a quality song. The Girl I Knew Somewhere.
Like it.
What else we got here? The Chimps Theme. Yes, You May. Fifth Class Mail. Oh, I want to actually. I'm curious. That's a whole fifth class. Okay. Just Keep Dancing. Your Uncle Grizzly. He was a hairy chap. I'm just saying.
Of course he was.
The Week We Fell in Love. When She Knocks. And Believe My Cry. Well, depending on what she says after she knocks and says, we need to talk.
This is probably better than any other Monkeys album.
Ooh. I kind of like the Monkeys.
Hey there, John DeShane.
What's up, Brother John? Yeah, it's the lost B-side to Shock the Monkey. Yeah, it's Monkeys a Go-Go. You know what the thing is, Charles? Like the songs are being played, but the vocals are like an actual just chimp screaming.
I love it.
And you're like, still better than Yoko Ono.
Monkey doing that death metal.
Just screaming.
Why do I feel like Matt's got that sampled somewhere?
Yeah, he just did. And sampled. Thanks, Matt. I knew it was only a matter of time before I ended up in this Roadcaster.
Yep. I don't know. I think this one would be fun. And of all the album covers we've seen, this is a lot better than most.
PETA is deploying protesters to this label's office, even as we speak. Oh, that label's long out of business. If they're releasing Monkeys albums, they're on a short leash of mortgage payments. The last track was Believe My Cry. Yeah. So, yeah. This was an interesting one.
Yeah, for sure. I like it.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next one, Trev. What do we got next? Look who's singing! Jay North! And he's literally pointing at himself.
Pointing at himself.
This is a kid who has no friends, Charles. They blame it on the fact that his family moves so often, but really, he doesn't make any friends wherever he goes. It's weeks before his classmates notice he's even gone.
This is just all kinds of weird.
And his head looks superimposed on that body.
Okay, it wasn't just me. All right.
No, like his head's the size of his fucking torso.
Yeah.
And even in the other photo, his head's pretty fucking big. That kid is all head.
Is he wearing saddle shoes?
He may be wearing saddle shoes, and either his pants are tucked into his socks or he's wearing capri pants.
No, they're rolled up.
Yeah. No, this is my baseball uniform. That's not a baseball.
No, that's not it.
No.
Well, they're unfucking believable.
What's up, Chris?
And Papa Blue made his way in too.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I got on this one.
It's
the kid that didn't get the part. Yeah. So his magic wish wasn't a little head for a little head then? Nope. I wish I could sing.
There's nothing more you can really say about this one without going really mean.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
Billy, I took that kid's lunch money once.
Okay. Nice.
All right, let's try the next one. That is the actor who played Dennis the Menace. Oh, well, there we are then. That makes sense. But
The Watchmen.
Glory Road, the Watchmen Quartet.
Of Keyser, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Keyser, West Virginia.
Yeah, like to confuse them with the other Watchmen quartets who are also art quartets.
And they went with the bright white stitching. Okay. That's a choice.
Yeah, like a little bit. I like. No, not the ones from Louisville. They're the ones from West Kaiser. Oh, okay.
The washroom from West Kaiser.
Oh, Jesus. We couldn't find a better wagon to sit around on thing.
That's all they can afford.
Really cool. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a park bench and there's 2 wagon wheels leaning up against either end of it.
Well, you see the guy in the back on the right. That's his wagon. It's his. He's like, got to be on my wagon. So I
don't know if there is, because he's got his leg up on like the wagon wheel from the other side. I think they just lean those wheels. Oh no, there's a wheel on the far side.
There's a wheel on the other side, in the front. There may not be a wheel on the back though.
I got so many questions. I can't read what some Dave Dew wrote. It's in some different font.
I want to know how they found 5 of those suits.
Yeah. Oof. I can feel the chafing of those suits from here.
Yeah. And I don't know. The woman just kind of like fades right into the background. It's like
she does. Those dudes kind of fade in the background too.
Yeah. There's not a lot of good color control here.
Yeah. The Watchman Quartet, not to be confused with the other Watchman quartets. Would she be a watch person or watch woman? Like,
why? I don't know. Even if you don't count her, there's still 5 of them.
Michael Gross's comment. Steve from Boston can fix it up. I can save it. Yeah, in West Virginia, horse thieves rule, they said. Yeah, right. Where's the horse? That's the guy that's kneeling down. He's too much glory tonight. Oh, right.
Oh,
yeah, that's 2 glories tonight. Ooh, to me. Let's move on and see if we can get 3 glories tonight. Country boy Pinky Tomlin with Nelson Riddle's orchestra. He seems to be having evil thoughts on that poor lady whose car broke down.
Yeah, he's
But her car doesn't look like it really broke down. She looks like it's like the Dukes of Hazzard, where the criminals set up the, and then you go to help and they knock you out and steal your car.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some boys hiding behind a tree there.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
there's nothing about this dude that's just Pinky. And I've never known a country boy named Pinky.
Pinky Tomlin. Oh, okay. He's the guy who, you can tell he's a bit of a ginger, so he always got a sunburn. So that's why he's known as Pinky. That I believe.
And hello there, BC Rich 581.
Damn, I just passed that guy hitchhiking. Matt, wow. I can't say that, but maybe.
Oh, wow.
And not like as in the 50s term, like blamed a crime on him by a false police report. I think he means a whole other kind.
I think so.
Right? Well, just remember, strap-on spelled backwards is no parts.
Rock Daddy says that's a boy named Sue's cousin.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Go Winter.
Yeah. You could trade that car for a 58 burst and a Dumble.
And a Dumble.
Let's what else do we got? What coming up next in the cavalcade of weirdness and depravity? Go Ape with the Knockouts. Isn't that the same label? That's the same record label we just saw earlier too, I think.
It does look familiar.
So each guy has
They're
someone
all
dressed up
ape.
as an ape they're dancing with.
Mm-hmm.
Seems a little gay, Charles. Just saying.
Yeah, it's something.
Like they might be female apes, but I don't think they are. Because the apes see a lot of like. How short is that dude on the right that the ape is totally bent over to?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah. The interesting one is the one in the back.
Yeah, these guys. No, the two dudes in the back. They look like mafioso. Again, a front for a restaurant, right? With the skinny ties. They're waiters in a restaurant that has no
restaurant that only serves slices.
Yeah, that just don't get me started on that food truck at that event. A food truck that only sells entire pizzas.
It makes no sense.
No.
Because you can make more money selling the individual slices.
I don't think they were looking to sell any slices that day. And if the truck was just flat black with no writing on it or anything, like it just reeked of mafia front. And they gave me dirty looks when I filmed them. I'm surprised I'm here to talk about it. Just saying.
They're still looking for you.
Planet of the weirdest shit apes.
I like BC Rich. Filmed in Jim Neighbor's basement.
Yeah. This just looks like a sad Sears in the Mall portrait studio situation. And they all met there because they all work at the mall.
This is one where they said, yeah, just put on the costumes, come over. It's going to be great. Trust me.
It's not.
Trust me. Just trust me.
Yeah. Let's try moving on.
Oh, for sure they do drive in the windows, man.
Oh, yeah. That's a given. Songs that bless the heart. So simple, yet so creepy, Charles.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to say the blatant phallicism.
No, we're not.
But I can almost see them. They seem to be caressing the pole.
Those hands have not been staying still.
No. No. The one on the right's going, I'm feeling tingly and I'm not sure why. Just go with it, sweetie. Just go with it. Just don't.
Oh, my.
Yeah. This is...
You almost want to know the track list because you know He Touched Me's on there.
Oh, there's a lot of touching going on.
Yeah, Billy, I think that's the point.
Can you pole dance while fully encased in polyester?
I think Dave nailed it, though. We dig Roman guys.
Yeah.
Well, Elbar, that's a thought.
Yeah. Songs that bless the heart, but oof, yeah.
Mm.
And how their clothing looks more like a uniform than clothing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it does. It looks like it
culty.
is a school uniform of some type or whatever.
Right? Or nuns or something. I don't know. PC really likes this album cover. Let's maybe we should move on, Charles.
I think we should.
I think we should,
because we're gonna get in trouble on that one.
Take Off in Sound with Marla Smith. I more questions than answers again, like genre, perhaps. Plus, if you fell out of an airplane, your dress isn't doing that, Charles.
No, it's not. And I want to know where the other foot is.
Although maybe it's one of those ones that got the wire hoop, so it can't do that. So it's actually working like a parachute.
No, because those just rest on the hoops. They're not tied to the hoops.
Well, maybe they're tactical hoops.
No, they're not.
Well, they could be. I don't understand. I don't think she does either.
No. Well,
Like, I don't even know what is this? Take off and sound.
Maybe she's late and she's trying to catch her flight.
But what's the sound? Is it a sound effects record? Is it? I don't
being cooked by jet engines. I don't know.
Wow, Jim went dark.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the alternate album cover for the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Well, Rob, I was just letting that go. But you seem rather adamant about it. I'm like, it's plausible. No, it isn't. Like,
a fellow was a historian once upon a time.
Okay, I thought it was just going to be look, my wedding night was a real fucking hassle. It left me scarred. There were hoops involved. Nobody told me about hoops.
It wasn't in the manual.
Yeah. Yeah, take off and sound. I don't know.
The folks that designed this didn't know.
The airplanes were big. We'll put them on anything. It doesn't really work that way. Rob, don't scratch at that itch. Don't.
And I thought we were friends.
Yeah, but he's dark. Watch it next time. You might get ambushed next time you're invited on to chat with Charles. He'll have questions, but they're not the ones you think they are. On this date, it's like a cross-examination. You wrote this in Ben's chat on this date. What?
Bring the receipts.
Papa Blue's back.
It's raining.
All right, let's move on. I think there's got to be at least another one. I'm hoping. Yep, there is. Yay! Here we go. The Curry brothers, hot stuff. I don't think so. That's what their mom called. Hey, hot stuff. Mom. The kid on the right looks like he has braces and a speech impediment because of the braces.
Oh gosh.
I'm just saying. Wow, that's a lot.
What do you want to bet his name's Red?
Right. The matching haircuts. Wow. Charles is silent when it comes to matching haircuts. Philip walks in the room, turns around, leaves immediately.
I'm just too.
You're too close to this. I'm too close. I can't comment. I'm too close.
I might have had those pants at one point.
And possibly that haircut.
Oh.
Bo's like, yeah, but I had the accordion. It's Bo and his brother, the early years.
His first band. True band and Nickelback.
Well, we can't see if the shirt's puffy on the chest and suspended. Well, really, I don't know.
No, but yeah. the one on the left, his shirt sleeve is way too short for his arm.
Right? He actually borrowed one of his brother's shirts. Yeah. He spilled something on his first shirt. They only had one backup between the two.
Time Surfing Alien remembers the pants from the Sears catalog.
Wow. All right. Do we have another one?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we do. All right. Here we go. Sounds of North American frogs. The biological significance of voice in frogs. Really? Conceived, narrated, and documented with field recordings by Charles M. Bogart. Bogart. Sure. With the cooperation of the American Museum of Natural History. Ooh. You're getting science up in here.
The frogs got no credit.
Is it in stereo? Hey, Chris wants to. Is it in stereo? Do I get to hear the frogs in stereo?
It's got to be.
This is what inspired Pink Floyd's Animals album, Charles.
If this
Fun
wasn't
fact.
hi-fi and in stereo,
This is fun fact. Yeah, this is stop licking the frogs, please. I think it does say stereo in the lower left.
some Dave dude, science majors suck at music.
Oh, maybe not. What does that even say? No. Folkways Records FX. Something.
They're not committing.
Yep. Yeah. Buy it and find out. Some of the frogs cooperated.
The frog should sue for copyright infringement.
Yeah. It's just, whew. Again, I'm like, there was a period of time where it seems like anybody could get a recording contract, including frogs.
Okay. Well, how else would you know, right?
Right. Play it too loud and you'll be swamped by thousands of male frogs seeking a mate. Right? That's why I said, will it drive the other frogs away or will it attract frogs? I guess it depends on which track you play. You know, to play them both and just confuses them. They're like, wow, don't go over there. They're way too passive aggressive. They're loud.
It's like
passive aggressive.
The response changes with every track.
Yep.
This one's actually kind of interesting.
I see. I think of you when I select these and curate them, Charles. And I thought this one is going to actually. Whoa! Boner Jams dropping in some cha-ching to help my man Ben with mail. We don't talk about those pills. What? From Sunoco. Yeah. Good to see Charles. 75K.
Boner Jams.
I like that. Yeah. Thank you very much, Boner. The only reason to watch the End of the Month Network, really, Charles.
That man knows how to make an entrance, I'll tell you.
It's Boner Jams and then some guy's named Who. It's just the way it is. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, so that's the albums tonight. Ooh,
we noticed
a lot of glory tonight. I'm not saying the two women with the pole might be.
That was the best one, though. It was like the immediate reaction when I saw it.
Yeah, I think everybody immediately just.
Yeah, it was so
disturbing.
Noticeable.
He's like, no, alluring. I was thinking, well, easy.
No.
Well, we found out Charles's kink. Yeah, it was it's all about the hand placement. I can't believe I said that on the pole.
Good. Well, it's like the meme you sent me the other night.
Your Chinese food at 3 a.m. one?
No, the pole meme.
Oh. Well, yeah. This is true. All right. Well, thank you, Trev, as always. And thank you, Charles. I guess I should play some music now, and we will see you in the post-show hang. Top-tier patrons and members have received links to the post-show hang featuring Charles and me and Trev and the cast and crew, and then you hang with us. Usually. So that'll be fun.
It's always a good time.
Water Buffalo meeting. Let's just randomly talk about that before I let you go. Let's bring up the Hey! I just realized 2 days from now is in fact the third Wednesday, Charles. I'm glad I thought of that. I was like, wow, it's the 16th. We're getting into mid-month.
I felt like I could use a little more notice than this. But we'll make it happen.
So this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, somehow, some way, we're going to have a Water Buffalo meeting. Charles might not be home in time, but hopefully Philip will be. He can turn it on.
We will get it done.
You can hear it, folks. The love there. That's, yeah. I know. It's just, He's renouncing membership, unsubbing as we speak. I get it. So yeah, this Wednesday we'll see you channel members. Wow, I'm glad. I haven't like date, and I'm like, wait a minute, well, we're here. And in all fairness, Charles, usually when it does hit me, you're usually in the chat, and you're like, yeah, usually whenever you get around to announcing it, I'll go ahead and make it. So, well, I announced it. So
that's the agreement, right? It's right. Pretty much. Usually it's funny because usually it's in the Patreon video.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. For especially like the first one of the month or something like that, especially. And crazily enough, it's usually like you have to leave, like say now or something, to go pick up Philip, like right after you get off here. And then it'll hit me 5 minutes from now. So you got to find out like in replay. What I miss? Well, it's a water buffalo meeting. Yeah. Or announcing your chat on occasion.
Well, the funny thing is with the new computer the boy gave me, I just realized I haven't loaded Zoom on it yet. So guess what I'm doing?
Well, there we are. So there we are, folks. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, that guy. He's quality earth. Wednesday this week, Ed. Yes. Look at this, Charles. Zach. Ben and Charles, brotherly love. You know, that's the thing. We're mentioning you were playing on OU's show there, Zach, on Saturday night, and I said, you may not be a man of many words, but man, you get the best one-liners in. Like, and he just delivers it, and you're just like, if you didn't hear that, it sucks to be you. Harsh. It's gonna get quieter now. There we are. I'll bring that back up. Let's play some songs, Ben. Hey, Steve. I thought you were here earlier. Ed's gonna be there. I figured you would be, Ed. All right. Oh, stretches, things. What are we gonna play? Not some AC/DC. All right. Oh, excuse me. There's dinner. We use Zoom, Joe. It's a Zoom thing. Yeah, I'm like, why are you messaging me while I'm playing, Matt? He's like, because you threw me under the bus earlier, you dink. All right. Now I gotta wait for stuff to load. All right, there we go. Bingo. Sent a video. Yeah, it's... Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah, now I'm digitalized. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Some Dave dude says, Ben, you mic'd on an amp or are you using some VST? I don't even know what VST is, so I don't think I'm using that. It sounds like a disease of some kind. It itches and hurts when I pee. Well, you got one of them VSTs. No, Trev's like, that's not what it is. Hence the Charles Facebook. No, actually, I'm just using... There's a microphone right here. See a little snowball microphone right there? And that just captures the room, and I'm playing through 2 amplifiers loudly. Trooper because Patrick Trate isn't here. Because every time I play him, he's a fuck Trooper. I'm like, easy. He had a really bad experience. Just rolling his eyes right now. Is really? Yeah, seasons changing. And then it does the key change. All right, Ken. Then. For fuck's sakes, now two of them are going to have me sampled, Charles. It's going to probably make it open source. I'm going to, every time I enter chat, oh, it's me being sampled. Fuck! Ooh, Love Stinks. How'd that one go? That was like... It was basically the same idea, right? No, it isn't. You're not sorry at all. Don't lie. Oh, here, let's get a little more center. What can we play? Different key, same thing. Take some medicine if we're going to play some Bob Seger. Bob Seger for Ed. This is more, actually, I'm just drawing it out, Charles, because I can't remember how to play it right now, so I'm trying to think on it. And I think I did, because it's C, F, and G. Fuck it. Do 200 all at once. I meant to do 100, but it's okay, I have a doctor watching me. I'm like, who's messing me now? Charles is messing me now. The link to the Buffalo meeting. Tells me also you got Zoomed installed. Fine. Fred, we gotta clean things up, Trev. Sounds slightly out of tune. Because the G string is out of tune. I'll do it. Well, here's D string is just barely hanging on. For Trav, because we got the acoustical moment going. Can I get a little more volume out of that? Wow, pulled a whaling. Got her up to pitch without even trying. How fast can we go? it's not hollow. Still got the sustain. What can we do in there? Bugging me. Now it sounds like a shitty Takamine. I always forget the chord. How does he do a tremolo with a wraparound bridge? That's how. Don't. Charles is like, don't even push a pull on it. What's up, Jason? That's why I just use USB mic, Dave. But I also can't jam with others. Switch guitars because I don't feel like retuning this thing. I'll be putting that out. Alright. I'll put that over there. Oh, what are we? We're going to finish with something strong. So we're not going to use that. You in tune? Let's hope you're in tune. Maybe you're in tune, maybe you're not. Sure. Thanks, Ted. No, those two are not actually in working order, and the half stack is not being used. Tom's doing alright. I think we saw him around last week, maybe. In case if Ferg is still here in the wake. Show. We had fun, don't you know? Rhyming as usual, because you can't think of what else to say. Sure, we'll go with that. We had a nice little crowd here tonight. Awesome. Appreciate each and every one of you that tuned in tonight. Extra thanks to anybody that contributed, because, you know, I was a fellow to eat, and I like to eat. You can tell by the rotundness of the belly. So, I'm going to get me some bread and maybe some cold meat. I don't know. I got the cold meat blues. It's for Dark Rob, Charles. Because everybody hurts, Charles. Well, see, the thing is, Arf, I got a lot of size, but I forgot to get the things to go with it. And then with the AC breaking, I don't feel like cooking a lot of hot meals when it's pushing 80 in the house. And next week, it's going to be 90, Charles! With no AC. That's, in lieu of exercise, I figure I'll just sweat away. Sweat the pounds away. You know, maybe. So, we will, Ed. We'll talk later this week. Yep. Oh, ow. Well, I'll see you at the Buffalo meeting at the very least. You know, geez, Louise. Got that coming up. And so, thanks to each and every one of you that tuned in. As always, hold those doors open. Let Arf in ahead of you in traffic. You are an AC guy. Yes, but you're not local to me. And free. That's the other problem. Don't get paid till next week. I think. We'll see how the bills go. Maybe I'll unlock from the face base so I can actually list more items on the marketplace, Charles. That'd be nice. So, there we go. So, be good to each other. Happy tone chasing. Doug's wife is real. There's Brother Tom. Proof of life. There he is, right there. Proof of life. People hadn't seen you in a bit, Tom. They were getting worried. They thought you died again or something. I said, nope. He's only ever died twice. You know, you'll do it right the third time. Don't worry. The third time will take. I have a feeling. You know, that's dark, Charles. You know, that's wishing someone death essentially. I'm like, nah. You know, I think he gets better at it each time. You know. Alright, yeah. That reminds me of a TV show. There was a person that called in all the time or something. He was always trying to kill themselves, and it was always a different way. And asphyxiation with hibachi was one of them. It's a slow process. There we are. So, be good to each other. Happy tone chasing, and of course, don't litter. I got it.